Statistically fantastic. I got after him though. I said, hey, listen, man, you got to get in the end zone. That's a rough day if you don't score. So anyway, just had to bust him up a little bit, but he played his ass off. And it seemed like every time he touched the football, he found a few extra yards, fell forward, just gave us shorter sticks. And I mean, just a great, great night for him.
Based on the scheme going in, did you?
Sure, that was a hell of a tournament.
I know it, man.
Based on the scheme going in, did you expect? Maybe not that crazy a day, but did you expect to get him the ball pretty heavily?
Yes.
And what kind of went into that?
Just the fact that there were going to be a lot of opportunities in the RPO game for him to touch the football. It just seemed like, and it wasn't just like crazy by design to do this. It was just kind of a natural thing that you could see happening through practice, you know, by the looks that we were giving our offense, you know, their defensive structure. He just kept touching the ball and touching the ball. Like, golly, man, he's going to have a big week. You know, he should have a big week. And he did. He did. And bigger than I expected, actually. I mean, 15 catches for 189, something like that. I think that's what I heard. That's a pretty damn good day, you know. And hell, and most of that was, a lot of it was rack.
Kasey, did you realize that was one short of a program record in game? 15 catches was one short of a program record.
No, I didn't know that, and if I could do it all over again, I'd do exactly the same thing. Take the win and go on home. We've seen weirder things happen, you know.
How have you seen him improve over these past 3-4 years in your program?
How do I see? I'm say that again.
How have you seen Brennan improve as a wide receiver this past couple of years?
You know, his ball skills. You know, when he first came in, he wasn't a true, just natural receiver, but the guy works at it a ton. So when you see him catch the football now, it's really, really fluid and natural. And but he's a worker, and that's what kind of happens when you work at it like that. You know, if you go out and you swing a golf club every damn day, you're going to get better. And he's out there catching balls every day. He's on the jugs and grinds it, and you know, he takes a lot of ownership in it, and it hurts him if he drops the ball. It really hurts him. So it's great. That's the number one thing I'd say for him. You know, his route running's really been good. You know, spatial awareness, understanding what we're trying to get done on the play. He never just runs we always talk about running the line in the book. You know, when you draw up a play, you draw these straight lines and all this, and there's a lot more fluidity to it than what you see on paper. And he brings plays to life, and that's been really a unique thing for him and for us, and we're certainly the benefactors of that.
I don't think Ollie had a carry in the first 2 series and then goes off in the second half. What were they doing to take him out of things early, and what did you guys do to adjust to that and get him going in the second half?
You know, obviously it's kind of the same thing that we had versus UCF. Everybody's trying to load the box and stop him. So the RPO game becomes big, and that's kind of what we were just talking about with Brennan. You know, if they're going to load up the box and stop Ollie, that means it's one-on-one for Brennan or some sort of, you know, pressured zone, and then that's where your slot has to step in and have a big day. He did it for us. He would have done it last week, you know, and we got some RPOs going last week against UCF. It just kind of got out of control to where we couldn't continue down that path. This one stayed within reach. There was a second there where I was like, oh man, you know, now we're going to have to rely on drop back pass. But we got it back in. The defense got a great, you know, stop and turnover, and all of a sudden we're back in the thing, and we can run the game plan. We can stay with what we wanted to do, and now let's try and get the ball to Ollie. And if they're going to try and stop him, throw the football. And if they're going to try and, you know, stop the throw, then we can hand it off and he creates them. So that's where it was, and certainly towards the end of the game, you know, it just kind of went both ways. You know, they're trying to stop it, and we're creasing something here and there, and he picks up a big run, certainly on the counter play. I think it was in the third quarter. That was a huge play. I wish his big butt would have got in. That would have saved me a lot of grief, but it was an awesome play, and that really started to turn it.